Hi, I'm Angela, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, like, subscribe, comment, all the things. Today, I have a question for you all. My question is, what if the last 4 months of this year could change everything for you? That's a good question. We're going to be talking about on this video about locking in because that's what God put on my heart. I had a whole video I recorded talking about why I left my marriage after 28 years. But guess what? God said no. Leave the past in the past and focus on you. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I feel like we all need to do. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about healing and becoming our best selves. So I posed a question that what if 4 months could change everything? And I truly believe that 4 months can change a lot, but it's going to take consistency. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about locking in on these last 4 months. We have 4 months left in this year, and that's not a lot of time. But we can accomplish a lot in those 4 months if we're consistent. So, I want to talk about working on healing in different areas of our life, starting with our mental health. And I can only talk about from my perspective and what I'm truly going through right now at this moment. And I truly feel like it could help someone else. So I want us to lock in on these next 4 months, starting with our mental health. And that could look like going to see a therapist. That could look like being on some medication that helps you with your mental health. And I want to say that if you are struggling with your mental health, if you have to go and talk to someone, if you need to be on medication for your mental health, it is nothing wrong with it. Please don't be ashamed of it. For a long time, I was ashamed of my mental health issues. I was ashamed to let anybody know that I was struggling with my mental health. But God has truly delivered me from that. I'm not ashamed anymore. So if you need to go and get some help for your mental health, please do. But I know friends that go to the gym for their mental health, and it has helped them tremendously. I know friends that listen to encouraging podcasts, and that helps them with their mental health. So it's different ways that you can work on your mental health. You can find a hobby that you can put that energy into. It's different ways that you can do that. So I want us to really lock in on what's the best way for you to work on your mental health. So the next thing that I want us to really lock in on is our spiritual health. Very, very important. And that could look like prayer. That could look like listening to something encouraging, a motivational speaker. That could look like going to church. That could look like listening to some motivational music, something that helps your spirit, helps you feel whole, helps you feel encouraged, inspired, motivated, things like that. For me, I have chose to start my day every day with prayer, meditation, just quietness, stillness in the morning. I have learned to slow down, slow my mornings down, and just really just hone in on what I need to get done for the day. So, and letting God lead me through that day. Because I wake up and I'm like, God, what's next? Literally. So, that could look like things like that. Just working on our spiritual health because that's what's most important. And like my daughter told me, that's what lives on forever. So, the next thing that I feel like we need to work on is our emotional health. That's a big one. That could mean we need to cry. That could mean we need to deal with what really hurt us. Because a lot of times we want to avoid it. We want to avoid what hurt us and we want to keep going. I know that I did for a long time. It was just go, 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 keep moving. But we need to stop and think about what really hurt us. Not stay there, but think about it, deal with it, and move on. Think about um, what we're hurting from and what is really, really bothering us. Because we go and we're taught to just pray about it and keep going. We're taught to just believe in God and everything is going to be okay. No, we need to really deal with those things. Yes, we do need to trust in God. We do. But I also believe that we really need to deal with what is really bothering us and what is really hurting us. So, our emotional health is very important. I feel like it's important to cry and let those things out, deal with it, but don't stay there. So, the next thing that I feel like we need to work on is our physical health. That's a big one. Our physical health, I feel like if we feel good, um, that's a big one, y'all. I feel like we need to really hone in on our physical health. And I could not go on in talking about our physical health without talking about my baby girl. She was big on physical health, health and fitness, and things like that. She was more of a person. If she was here and she was talking to you all about your physical health, she would listen to you and what you said as far as your physical health. And then she would say, well, what are you going to do about it? So that's what I'm going to say to you. And that's what I'm saying to myself. What am I going to do about it? When I lost my daughter and going through right now a divorce, rebuilding my life, I gained 40 pounds. I lost 25 pounds of that, but I still have a lot of weight to lose. So, honing in on my physical health, um, trying to lose, not trying to, going to lose the extra weight that I need to lose. I'm not going to wait until the new year. I'm going to do it now. So I can't do that without looking at the skills and the techniques that my daughter used. And like I told you in my last video, she has a YouTube channel that I still have up. I haven't been able to go on there, but if you get a chance, go on there. She talks about health and fitness all the time, and she has some very good techniques. She was a no nonsense. She didn't play. So, what we're going to be doing is working on those things, nourishing our bodies, working on our physical health, getting exercise, moving our bodies. I'm going to have someone come on later and talk about how he lost over 100 pounds naturally and how you can do the same. So, we're going to work on those things together. So, the last thing is our financial health. I know that I went over I talked about in another video about my credit, that I didn't have the best credit. Of course I'm going through a divorce, and that divorce has some things that happen and my credit is not the best. Um, we're not hiding anything on this video, on this channel, because we have nothing to hide. We're healing and we're working on those things. So my car went down, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to get a car because my credit is not the best. But God came through and He worked that thing out. So I was able to get a car, not the best interest rate, of course, that I wanted, but I was able to get a pretty good interest rate for the way that my credit is, and I'm going to be actively working on repairing my credit. So I think that's amazing. So those are some areas that we need to work on in these last 4 months, and we're going to do it together, y'all. As far as the physical health, we're really gonna lock in on that, and I'm gonna have somebody to come on here and really talk to you all about how to get control of your physical health. I don't know, what stage you are or how much weight you need to lose or anything like that, but he's going to talk to you about the state that he was in and how he was able to lose a large amount of weight naturally. So, through the course of these next months, I'm going to have different people come on here talk about healing. And I know that all of us are at different stages in our healing. And I'm going to have people come on here that's at different stages of their healing. So I'm going to have somebody come on here and talk about healing um, and dating, how she ruined some relationships because she was not healed, and how now she's on the other side of it. She took some time, she healed, and now she has actively started to date. So, because that's something that we do, I'm in the early stages of healing. So, I can't, all I can tell you is that I'm healing and I don't need to be dating anybody. Like I told you in my first video, in the early stages of my healing, I used other people in order to heal. Big mistake, big mistake, big mistake. Don't do it. What I can tell you is to not date at all in this stage because I tried to use other people, you know, because I wasn't used to being alone, and I'm finally getting to a point where I'm okay with being alone. You know, it's not so bad. So I can come from that point, but all the other areas that everybody is at different stages, I'm going to have people come on here and share their experiences and share their tips and share what helped them. So please, please, please stay, turn your notifications on, because this channel is going to be so good. It's going to bring a lot of healing, and it's going to free a lot of people. So I don't want you to miss out on that. I don't want you to miss out on a word that you need to hear. Um, we're not perfect over here on this channel, but we do love God. And if that's not your thing, it's okay. This may not be the channel for you. I'm not holier than thou or anything. I make bad decisions, I make bad choices, but I love God, and God will be a part of this video. And I will talk about my daughter. I will not stop talking about her. And if that bothers you, this may not be the channel for you. So, thank you, thank you, thank you for just even caring about healing, caring about my healing, caring about your healing. I don't want you to look at me as somebody that has the answers, because no, we're doing this together. And when I created this channel, I created it in mind of I remember where I was when I was searching for some answers, and I was searching for someone that was going through what I was going through. When I created this channel, that's what I had in mind. You know, I was searching, trying to find someone that could give me some encouragement, and it was hard to find. And I wanted to check out of here. So I wanted to create something that somebody could look at and say, you know what, look, she kept going. She was hurt. She wanted to check out of here. But God kept her and she kept going. So stay tuned to this channel. I really believe that this channel is going to save some lives. So with that being said, keep in mind the things that I shared with you that we're going to be working on as far as our healing. And I'm going to come back on here and we're going to talk about it. And if you have any questions, any questions, please put them in the comments. Please, let's help each other. Let's help each other grow. Let's help each other heal. So thank you so much. And tune in for my next video.